Namaste. In the ninth episode, Thought Seeds. Even though we are doing it, it's kind of doesn't work, What's are not here today? There's something missing. I think there's something missing. I'm gonna pick. Wait. Good here is the deep sleep, but how do you access it? How do you time by myself to observe how do you sleep? What happens? It's like you just sleep and you wake up another day. This non-existence of time, this non-existence of mind, this non-existence of any sense. What is it? How do we access it? There are all sorts of ways people have proposed, or they are there in the old books and all of that. But there has to be another way. There has to be a way which is not lies in repetition, but just lies in just going there. Might require different things, rather than discipline and all of that. Fire. It's apart. World cannot change by putting some educational institute by preaching videos. It's limited. It's just like there's a flood and you're trying to save people by boat. But how many people will you take in? Especially in this time. Something else needs to happen. Something very dramatic. Something very jolts people out of their sleep, out of their... Including me. I mean, this trip has been going for so long now. Repetitive days. Although somehow I feel like I'm going on the right path, whatever I'm doing. But the mind doesn't relent, right? The mind is like, no, you're not doing anything. The mind provides feedback. Mind wants appreciation, mind wants to correct and again go on. I don't think love can work in this time, honestly. I mean, dude, point is we need to expose the lines, and words cannot do it because people can keep changing their words. I mean, how would you expose it? Let's say for one moment you were able to remove the mask also, but then next moment they'll put on the mask and it doesn't really matter. How do you remove the mask permanently? At least expose it, no? Expose the state of the human being as it is. So most of the people are engaged in keeping it going. So obviously, even the people who are teaching and doing all of the different works, and they still want to keep it going. But that cannot work. Cannot. Conscious way of living is not the answer. See, if that would have been answer, Krishna would have done that. I am using him. Kind of impractical. Thought cannot do anything. The way we need to do. Our time, not Krishna's time. He did what he did. Something big. Love with power is needed. I know it's kind of doesn't work like the love itself is a big power. If it is listener, something is missing from the puzzle. In any way mind understand it, it's not complete. Whether you understand it by using God, by using physics, by using yoga, still it's not complete. That's not the complete being. There's something more to life. There's something more to this. We have to reach where, we stopped calling it life, we stopped calling it human, we stopped calling it anything at all. And that, see it from that perspective. Then one can understand what all of this is. There's life and death. But you don't know that. You only know life. So what's the point in duality of calling it life like that? Obviously you have to call it something, but still. Once you accept this paradigm of life and death that itself like buys the entire thing, because then people will be living like that. They'll be living like we're 80 years old and all of that. Maybe we can just do a little yoga, keep ourselves fit. Even this conception of incarnation, karma,
I probably thought we want in our best, but why is it training it? I think it's my little thought maybe the people we got to work with they were learning.
that also kind of hampers someone in doing it, in going all in. Because people satisfy themselves with small things. Oh, I did this much, next life I will do it. That's not a good way. I mean, what do you mean my next life? What's my next life? Like, life is like to next and previous and all of that.
Excellent. Himself.
Knowledge of words is insufficient. Knowledge of actions has to be here. If supernatural can happen, then you should do it, basically. It's completely rational. Let's say, here is God, like I want to meet that person or that thing or that entity. Why should one believe? God itself is such a weird stuff invented by humans. Mind invention. So that we can be kept in morality check from outside.
I'll get down. Good. It's I thought we were not going to must have cured from 9 tied down. Although what? I did you. Oh, tell it.
Cannot even be with each other without talking. Just speak. It's impossible. I tried, it's very hard to do long meditations. I don't know if I can do like days of meditation. I have to find some other way. Maybe the willpower is not strong or something is lacking. Somehow, it's going in air by doing this stupid podcast, doing meditation. And your own house people or people close to you are just see, that's why there is no love. When people don't understand you, they don't feel like it's fine, it's the way it is. It can be that I don't understand. There might be something like that. Either they try to put it in some box or they just try to discredit it. Because even the presence of something like that thought itself is questions them. And that's
But you, but
outside your script.
this acceptance is what love is.
Deeply.
Maybe I don't know, maybe I'm not meant to know. Fine.
And you can't get that out. I should go to Bonai. So I try to buy this is just cool. Should have told my area. We will go around. Well, I keep the level of them for the idea. But big kissy, or say out. In the neck of my jack. Or we still speak to it. They can put that take a picture and you back at a book. The woman on that over to me. What? Yeah, but I said, I tried with it.
they check
Don't I keep
then really
it?
Tolerance, which is called, right? But you don't let it happen. If there is some unknown entity, there is some variable, we are so quick to just put it to rest. We don't want unknown variables in our life. Living in unknown variables is only possible with love. Otherwise, you have to create a system of certainty, which is happening now. You have to create strict rules. You have to create all of this mechanistic, machinistic way of life. Here, every emotion is scrutinized oh, this much anger is alright, this much anger is not fine, this much isn't fine, this much is not fine. It's just oh my God, and it's all done by human, it's not some, it's done by us, it's done by life. We did it. To ourselves. Not talking about the inner life form plants and all of this. Meaningless to talk about all of them. They are living their way, we are living our way.
each
In fact, there is a day that is also a reflection. There is something that you cannot know or that doesn't even exist for you. Just a thought, right? You have just put an image and a thought with it.
Ano?
it's being crop
Ah,
it's be
With knowledge, it's possible to describe it or to prove that nothing in the present state is absolute. That is easy. If someone just put efforts, doesn't take too much. Just keen a rational thinking person can easily identify like something is missing. This is not the full explanation of it. To do. See, that's the reality of life. It's this confusion, it's this. That's what people don't want to live in. That's what we don't want to live in. That's why we have created our own set of truth and we just stick to it and confirm each other's existence. That's why it's called acknowledgement. Like you acknowledge someone else's existence. Why does someone else's existence needs to acknowledge from the outside? You are alive, you know it. Otherwise, you cannot know if you are dead. Actually, consciousness is the proof of life. Or the proof of whatever it is. It is words. Going in loops again and again. Every day I think the same thing, say the same thing, again you come to the same thing. It's like waiting for something to happen around us, at least for me. Why happened? Question. Either people are so hyper in saying their truth, like such surprising thing that it's impossible in this time to even have a discussion, a rational discussion, which is in the ambit of thoughts. It's not something like experience based or anything. It's just like rational thinking. It's impossible to even held it in this time. There are so many people, yet not even 5 people can sit together and for 2 hours they, without raising their voice, without cutting each other off, they just discuss a single topic to understand it. Isn't it crazy? Like that level of miscommunication, that level of selfishness, that level of just being in ourselves we are. Either you want to make someone grow, tell us our future, this, that, this. Why don't you make people friends? Why does someone has to be above or lower than you? Isn't it the same thing? Why don't you just go like, this is what I know, tell me what you know. This is what I think, tell me what you think. Everyone has formed their armies. Even if it is like a 1% army. Anything you say, first it passes through the filter of selfishness and then they answer. It's like, if this is the truth, then this truth is not in favor of me, and then they will answer it. They don't care okay, what it is, let's try, let's see. If this situation is not there, I don't think anything can work. Anything If people say, ashrams, any kind of yoga, nothing can work. Nothing can work. So what if you make experience 2-3 people and doesn't matter? I mean, if you really are thinking it from a collective conscious point of view, if you are just thinking, which is the truth also, like it's just your life, you are experiencing it, and so you should go for it, which is fine. But that's not how any real change is gonna happen. Slow pace, all of this is not going to work. It's not. See, I'm just saying it all out of kind of recantation. They might be not me. Maybe it is just a way to do some debate or discussion on it. But why the truth is so elusive? Even if it is a lot of conditioning being imposed on it from your childhood, which is the case, even if all the schools, all the parents, everyone just conditions you, the society. That's how the cultures are born, right? Otherwise, why would people dress differently, have different taste in food and all of this? Because it's not genetic or anything. It's been put in. You have been made habitual of it.
Real is rising again. This is not just a channel, it is truth revolution. To manifest a new world rooted in the truth of existence, join Kalki World YouTube channel. Volunteer, explore, donate at Shri Foundation. Together we awaken Dharma.